Hey there, everybody. It's Rev Kev here. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. It's actually above zero for the first time in a while. It's a beautiful, balmy 3 degrees Celsius here in the nation's capital. So, no, I'm not out in a field. I am back up on my roof today. You can see I'm enjoying the view of my neighborhood. Figuring out this water thing. I mean, I've got it figured out. Let me just show you here what's going on, and it's just one of those features of these old back-split homes, and I'm sure everyone who's got a house like this has been dealing with this and constantly having to keep fixing it up. So let me show you this. So what's happening here? So this is where you have the roof to the kind of the back area of the house, and I'm sitting on the roof of the front area. So this is where kind of these two sections of the house, the back-split house, meet. And when we originally moved here, there was no eaves trough here. We installed this in order to capture the water and get the water away from this corner because we were getting water. So we built this to get the water away and to run the water off. Now the problem is when there's so much snow like we've been having and it's so cold, the snow turns to ice when it's all compacted like this and sits in the sun. So this drain plugs, and once this plugs, the water in here doesn't have anywhere to go. It begins to freeze, and so that was why last year when I redid the ventilation for the attic to help get a better airflow, I put in kind of these heating cables. But the heating cables are too small to handle the sheer amount of ice that we've been getting. So when this freezes, when this fills up with ice, it goes up higher, 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 and then this gets completely covered, and so then the water, as you can see, would just drip off of this thing, just a slow drip, like you can see, here, it's just slow dripping off. But instead of going into the eaves trough here, instead of going down the gutter, it would flow over and then builds a big giant pile of ice. So there was literally about a 6-inch mound of ice here. And so it builds up, and then when the water keeps trickling, it then hits this mound and then goes over and floods towards the house. And so you can see there's a lot of moisture underneath here. Like, there's like mold that was growing in the fall that we scrape off kind of every year to kind of try to keep it under control. But there's a lot of moisture here because of the way it all flows. So the trick is I gotta figure out a way to keep the water from ever getting into here, because that's what's happening. We've repaired the joint here. You can see where the tar level was redone to, but the ice has gone higher than what was tarred up. So somewhere under this block of ice is where the water is getting in. And so for now, all I've done is dig a big old path here so that the water has a better place to go, open up this drain, and so that the water can then get down to where it's supposed to be, stop getting it near the house here. And so for the next couple of days, I just really got to keep an eye on this. So thanks everyone for the feedback and the encouragement. I do actually enjoy doing this stuff. I'm not necessarily a handy person, but like what was that guy's name there? Red Green said, if your wife doesn't find you handsome, at least you better find you handy. So that's what I aim for in life, is so that Danielle finds me handy. So we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully I can get down, because it's really slick up here now. So I'm gonna get down and let the sun and this heating coil do its job. And I'm gonna go back and work inside and try everything out. So if there's no video after this, it's because I fell down the ladder. I'm just kidding. Take care.